Welcome everybody to episode 6 of Nothins Space Program. Yay! Last episode we kind of had quite a bit of failure, and I know why. Apparently my stages were messed up for some reason, even though I didn't really change them at all, but somehow they got messed up. And with it being messed up, one of the later stage rockets ended up firing, and the decoupler came off and detaching and destroying the engine, so none of it worked, and stuff kind of started to collide. And I have no clue what this is. Oh, I know what this is. I attempted to make a plane that would go from space, or that would go from the ground to space. Unfortunately, I didn't really get much of anywhere with it because I suck. It's like way back heavy, and it just doesn't want to lift itself up, which does kind of suck. We'll go ahead and give it a try here, see what's up. Now, what I'm pretty sure is going to happen is that those two bottom rockets are going to collide, and it's going to start wobbling. Now, once it wobbles, as you can see, it's already kind of doing there, especially during your turn. You start getting destability within the rocket parts, and it doesn't want to stay together, so then they start wibbling, and they eventually just start colliding and separating from each other, and that's bad. Now we got a little bit of lift, don't want too much, because I need to get off the ground first. I don't need to go that far off the ground, damn it. Ah, shit. That's not good. Ooh, that is so not good. Crap. Damn it. This is why I hate flying the planes. They suck. Now, I do have a better plane, actually, and that is not what I wanted to do. That is actually very, very bad. Alright, that's just a horrible, horrible plane. I don't even know why I intended to do that. But, like I said, I do have a better plane that I actually got to be able to fly. It's not as good as the first one that I was able to get to fly. But it is still pretty decent here. I call it the Stingray. That's version 1. Version 2. Version 2 has a different backing to it. Now, I was thinking about adding a fuselage here, getting rid of this, and adding an engine. That may be able to get me up into space. So we'll have to give it a try here. Let's see. Thinking one of these. No, that's just liquid fuel. I need both. Now, as for the engine, I don't want something very back heavy. So I'm kind of thinking about using this, but it's max power of 175 compared to the 215 I'm normally using. So it's going to be a little bit different. Hopefully it won't matter too much as for what I'm using it with, but you never know. So we're going to go ahead, get this nice and stabilized here. Get some space duct tape going. You can never have too much of this stuff, really. I mean, yeah, it does create a little bit of a drag, but usually it kind of outweighs, the benefits outweighs the risks of having it, so I'm never really too worried about it. It's just whether or not you can get it to do what you want. There, let's see, there we go. Let's take a look on the underside. Yep, that also needs to be changed. Hopefully I have enough control surface in order to get this to work. And I'm thinking that maybe those are just liquid. Yeah. Well, I was kind of hoping those had oxidizer in it that I could just run fuel lines into this in case we run out of this. But there's not much oxidizer in there at all. Well, there's not any in there at all, but that's not what I was getting to. Well, let's see what we're at here. Yeah, that's not too bad. I guess I can live with that. That's not straight though. That is bad. That's not straight up at all. Oh, that should be good. Let's go ahead and give it a test flight here. Hopefully, there is one problem that I've had with this configuration is once you get up to the upper levels of the atmosphere, whether the air becomes so thin that normally jet engines don't work, one of these end up breaking off and it actually sends the entire plane into a swirling dive. Usually the Kerbal dies, but yeah, shit happens. Nah, mean man. And we're getting some lift. Ah, shit. Ah, damn it. And that's why I hate using the SAS for the space planes. But trying to keep them to go down straight down the runway is not the easiest either. So let's go ahead and give this another try. Now, once you're up and in the air and flying okay, the SAS isn't bad, it keeps you on track. But when you're still going, it's not really the best thing to do. And I'm just completely screwing this crap up. But my point is it will just make your takeoff a lot worse than, you know, like that one there. I didn't use it, but you know, you can end it a lot more, and, you know, sometimes you're able just to de-throttle, get yourself situated before you go out and start again. Ah, crap, I can't even get to lift off anymore. So let's name this V3, and then we'll come back to that one. And we'll open up V2. I'm thinking it's missing that, because it ran a lot better once I put that on it. It was a lot more stable. So we'll see how this is different from that one. We'll go back and take a look and see if any changes would be helpful. Which I'm guessing if I'm going to use a rocket, I'm going to need something there. Not doing too bad. Go ahead and raise up the landing gear now. And I'll go ahead and take this up, and we'll see if I can't get it to actually spin out. Because I know what the problem is. It's just there's not a lot of stability in the other one due to this not being there. Because that's the control surface, and then there's two more vertical flaps, and there's the big horizontal there, and those aren't there, so it's a little not the best. It doesn't have that control that this one does, but I'm not exactly sure how to add that and not be as bad. It is possible that I could add a decoupler off of the rocket engine, and then when I get close to space, just jettison this part right here, and then just turn on the rocket, and then you can keep going, because you don't have to worry about liftoff at that point. You just gotta go. So that's not that bad, and we should be hitting the point where the engine's cut out very soon. I'm not sure if it cuts out at a certain height, or if it cuts out when the intake air drops to 0. I'm gonna guess when the intake drops to 0. We're at 18, 16, 15. Our engines are still going. It's barely, but they are. You can hardly see the ashes trails there. I don't even know if they're going anymore. I want to go ahead and say no. I think we're just kind of floating here at this point. There starts spinning. Shit. That's going to be a pain to get to fix. And if we can get the freaking thing straightened out here... fuck it. We'll just dive bomb. That's always a good idea. Yeah, once you hit the upper atmosphere, you're kind of dead and gone. And I think that's the engines relighting or something. And there goes one of the engines. And now the second one should be going. There goes the second one. And we are unofficially a glider now. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and end that. And we're going to take the V3 up for one more run. Hopefully try that thing out with the decoupler. Maybe we can latch one onto there. I don't think so. I've never actually used those, so that is a no. This is gonna make it really awkward and heavy, but ooh, do not want to do that. Oh well, because it can't be helped, I suppose. I don't even remember how I got this damn thing to fit on it. Something like that, I'm sure. And then we're going to need another wheel or two. And then control surfaces. Surface eye. I need one. This was also a pain in the butt to get on there. And the side ones. I can get them to be straight. I don't want crooked winglets. That would suck. I guess right there will be okay. Now, if I can actually get this off of the ground, that'll be amazing. But I am not going to try it. Well, not try it, but I'm not gonna bet on it is what I'm looking for. I'm not gonna bet on it. So hopefully we can at least get this into the air and we can get it to go up. In theory it should, you know, do something. Now I did forget to add some space duct tape to this, but we should still be able to get flight. Hopefully. We'll just have to see. And so far that is turning out really, really bad. That is horrible. That was fucking horrible. Alright, so I'm guessing that something... Well, I know something wobbled, but I don't know why, unless these should probably get moved out more. maybe right there. It should work. And give it one more test launch, and then we'll end it for now. And then I'll probably be back later once I can get this to work. So it'll be a few days. I might start uploading Batman Arkham Asylum and Arkham City. They're really good games. They really are. And no shit. And there goes my wings, and there goes everything else. That was horrible. That was horrible. I don't know why it's just going out that much. I mean, I don't know. That is just really weird. That may have had something to do with it. I'm not sure if there was a second wheel in there or not. But, alright, one more try. This time for sure. I will get this to work one way or another. One way or another. I shit you not. And I'm already turning the wrong way, and I have no idea why. What the fuck? Alright, so for some reason this right side is heavy, and I don't know why. So, that is not the most brilliant takeoff ever. But it works. I will have to see why that is such off-center, though. Because to me it looks fine. But the right side is heavy. I don't know. It may have something to do with this not actually being on center. I mean, I did have to manually place it, so that may be a reason. But at least we have flight right now, so that's good. So we're gonna go ahead, let this fly up, and I'm thinking once we get to about here or here, somewhere around the light blue and the darker, can't remember the names of the atmospheres, but once we get to that point, should be able to separate and turn on the rocket if it works. So even if the engines do cut out, we will still be able to go, and we shouldn't fall back to Earth if we're lucky. We're not going to reach escape velocity, we're not going to go that high at all, but we should be able to get up at least a good amount. So that we'll actually be, you know, in this little black, we'll actually be in space, hopefully. I'm not placing any bets on it. No. As bad as I am at this game, I suck at it, but it's all a learning process. I do like the shape of it, though, or how it was anyway. That just kind of makes it look ugly. And we'll see if I can get a little bit more of a tilt. Maybe get a faster climb so we're not waiting here for hours. I could speed this up, and I probably will. Maybe. I was thinking about doing a Terraria, T-E-R-R-A-R-I-A or something. It's like the 2D version of Minecraft, but I bought it, and it's okay, but the playability of it just kind of fades like really fast. I honestly don't really care for it too much myself. It's just, not really what I care for too much. I mean, I do like the fact that it has, you know, like, more bosses, stuff like the goblin hordes, you know, somewhat random events is nice. But I think what would be a lot nicer is if it had something like, you know, Minecraft, if Minecraft had, like, more animals, you know, just more mobs, more, if you think about it, the Minecraft overworld is, like, extremely lacking, you know. There's just, like, not much there. There's a village every now and again, and there's a few mountains and plains and deserts, but in all reality, if it's not nighttime, it's pretty lacking, and even if it is nighttime, all you get is mostly mobs. It just needs stuff, and I know it already has a release, but I don't know, that's kind of one of the reasons why I haven't really been playing it too much. It's just lacking. So once our air intake gets down to 0, we are going to jettison the tail fin, the decoupler, and then we're going to turn on the rocket, and we're going to see how far up we can take this. And there are parachutes on this, so it's no problem of him getting back down. We're at 10, 9, this will take a little bit longer. I wonder if we'll hit 20,000 before. Yeah, we definitely will. We're wiggling quite a bit there. Don't like that whatsoever. But it's not as bad as it is when you're actually deep inside the atmosphere at all. I mean, your control, what are they? I keep wanting to call them control surfaces or winglets, but I'm not sure if that's the actual word for them, or, well, name for them anyway. But when you're in the lower atmosphere, they turn around a lot. I mean, there's a lot that they have to fight against with the atmosphere, wind pressure, whatever. I'm not sure if any of that's programmed in the game yet, but the point still being is they move around a lot. Now, when you get a lower atmosphere, they don't need to keep adjusting themselves as much. It's not needed. I wonder if we could land on that island. That would be pretty nice. Pretty nice. I can't be the only one who's seeing that right there either. Weird. Anywho, we are at 04. Then I'm just gonna go ahead and judge it. Ah, shit. Damn. Apparently, it took the rocket with it. Well, that is a complete failure. So, with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and end the vehicle here with a horrible, horrible crash. And hopefully next time I will get this working, and I will see you next time. If you want to see something, if my videos are too boring, which they probably are, just leave a comment, message, whatever, and I'll be happy to accommodate you. Thanks for watching.